Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
I cut my finger on a yogurt lid.
That is unique.
That's my news. Not even the foil part. The plastic lid.
Oh, well, that's the danger part right there. They don't tell you.
Yeah, that's where the real
They don't
trick
tell
is.
you.
It's like getting shot and getting sepsis. You know,
Yeah.
It's not the bullet that kills you.
Right.
Exactly.
That's actually what Charles Guiteau argued in defense when he shot James Garfield. He's like, I shot him. The doctors and the bullet killed him.
Yeah, what are you talking about, man? I don't have to kill you.
Can I please be the ambassador to France?
That's how Batman got away with not killing in Batman Begins.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I didn't kill him. The train.
Yeah, he shoots
I'm not
him.
going to kill you. I'm going to play rhetorical games about killing.
It's funny, too, because Liam Neeson, he makes a face when he does. It's like supposed to be the face of like accepting a loss. But in my head, it's him being like, that's not what this is.
Yeah.
Like his last thing is like dealing with just a dumb asshole.
Right. Like so frustrating. Like a real frustrating asshole. It's like the last thing you see before you die is a Ted Cruz tweet.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah. Like you'd be like that.
It's like,
God.
I just get.
And you're gone. You're gone forever.
The last thing you do before you die is make a racist dog whistle statement before getting shot.
Hello.
We're on the episode of Hypecast.
Hypecast.
The show where we get hyped about stuff and things. I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I'm the other one, David Bell.
And I'm temporary Spectre, Jeff May. Ooh.
Yes. Jeff, what's your deal today?
So my computer, freshly back from the shop, has just been randomly deciding to just brick.
Yeah.
It just like blacks out and just shuts off. And so I found I definitely paid someone $40 to reset my sleep timers.
Right.
Which that doesn't feel like a $40 job, but I understand.
feel like that's maybe something you could have done.
I understand that they had to do other things to get to that wrong conclusion, but also it was a wrong conclusion.
Right. So you're just gambling, right?
This is
now. You're just
roulette.
rolling the
Yeah,
dice.
this is 100% roulette. Yeah.
It's all to say, welcome, Jeff. And if Jeff suddenly vanishes, that's why.
I didn't kill him.
Yeah, and we will pretend like nothing has happened.
We'll pretend he's still here.
On.
Yeah.
As soon as that happens, I need you both to say just the thing you like the most and you hate the most about me. As soon as that happens. And I won't be able to hear it.
Okay.
Because I don't listen to podcasts.
Before you vanish, do you want to plug stuff? Do you want to like...
I mean, yeah, I do lots of really, really great podcasts over at patreon.com/Jeff May, such as Jeff Has Cool Friends, which you get early, uncensored bonus content. You get early access to Nerd. You can get those for free, but you get them earlier and a little bit better over on the Patreon. And I also have the Monthly Flow with Andrea Gazzetta. I do a lot of stuff with Adam Todd Brown on the You Don't Even Like podcast network. I run a live comedy show in Burbank the second Friday of every month. I open trading cards on the Jeff Has Cool Cards YouTube page, which is super fun.
I do that too, but in the dark where no one can see me.
I've opened some of Tom's Overpower cards, which I'm about to send him like a couple $100 worth of Poseidon foil.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. very
That is
exciting.
I mean, you can hang on to the Poseidon, man.
What?
What?
No,
I said you could. Yeah.
Tom, that card is worth money.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about
I
it.
looked them up on eBay. That card goes for like 150 to $200.
All
That's
right.
gambling money.
That's
right there.
gambling money. That's
yeah,
baby
like no,
formula,
there's
son.
an So the one thing about me opening the cards is I give most of the cards away to patrons and stuff like that. 'Cause I live in LA. I can't have a big card collection.
That's
right?
true. Yeah, that's true. Where the hell are you
But-
gonna put all this stuff?
But also at the
Yeah.
same time, there is an ethical aspect to it where it's like, Tom, it's your box, it's your cards. You should get the best card out of that box because I already mailed a bunch of those cards to my patrons.
Oh,
Right.
sure then.
Um,
When you put it like that.
Yeah,
It's
like
ethics.
I used those. So like, yeah, and it was like when I opened up a box of X-Men '97 by Topps that Dre had sent, and I pulled a 1-of-1 Rogue Shadow Box Superfractor, which is worth a couple
That's-
grand.
I remember, yeah, you showed me that.
And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, yeah, but this isn't mine because I wouldn't have pulled it
I am
if it
waiting for
wasn't
you to
sent
pull one
to
and go
open
like.
for Patreon.
I'm just waiting for you to do one where you're like, oh, this is nothing. This is nothing. I'll just put this aside.
I'm waiting for
I
this.
just move on real quick, and it's like, okay, that one's worth
I shouldn't be
isn't it?
deceptive because
Yeah.
I do when I do pull one, I'm like, well, this one's pretty big, so none of you are getting it.
Yeah.
I'll do because it's just like I pulled an autographed printing plate from a Guardians of the Galaxy 3 set signed by Palm Clementave and Karen Gillam. And I was
That's-
like, well, I can't just mail that to someone because
No.
then, well,
Yeah.
I'm going to need to buy more cards in the future anyway. This ain't a big profit-making business here.
Yeah, these are your spoils, and it goes back into the business, and it's yours.
Yeah. Anyway, Jeff has cool cards on YouTube. It's really fun and hard to grow.
yeah,
I'm finding out. Very hard to grow.
Well, there's a new
Mhm.
Overpower set coming out soon.
like an herb garden.
Yes.
So I'll throw a box your way. It's the it'll be the Skybound set with Invincible.
Oh, I did. My friend Bob sent me that. Do you have the Walking Dead set? Did they send you that, Tom?
No,
All right.
I
I
also
do not.
have the Invincible con exclusive.
oh rad, the power card. That's pretty
Yes.
sweet. I think there was a playmat too at like a recent con. Anyway,
this, don't you?
you want this, don't you? Of course I do.
You like movies?
I do slightly more than I like Overpower.
I'm
Okay.
realizing as I am going through these notes that maybe
I can't answer that question so confidently anymore.
It's an interesting spread today. I'll say that.
Well, it's also just like it's all the offers are very heavily just like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
Well, first, before we get into movies, we have some patrons to thank.
We
So
sure
let's
do.
thank those. Big thank you to @NerdNumber check out Mike's Milker. I'm going to go with Mike'sMilkers.com for amazing Babylon 5 takes.
Mike Slater.
I think that's MikeSlater.com.
MikeSlater.com.
Mike's Milkers.
Dave.
Google www.mikesmilkers.com.
Go to Michelle's Milkers. They are co-hosts of the show. You've got to check this out. They've been covering Babylon 5. You can also get access to those podcasts on patreon.com/JeffMay, as
All
well as
right.
free everywhere.
Big thank you to Zero Charisma.
Sorry.
Big thank you to 2001, A Space McNulty
That
Odyssey.
was nothing like what you were saying.
Listen, it's fun. It's fun, Tom. Big thank you to AJ.
Thank you.
Big thank you to Andrew Howe Presents. Andrew and Andrew watch Twin Peaks.
Thank you.
Thank you to Andrew McGuire and Andrew Howe are Twin Peaking.
Thank you.
Thank you to Asking Seven.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to BLT22EWHWIS-B.
All right, let me jump in
Was
here.
that a Wi-Fi code?
I think, yeah, probably.
One day we'll
it's
know.
somebody's DraftKings password.
We're gonna find out it's like a nuclear launch code.
Oh yeah, we keep
We're in a lot of trouble.
like
Yeah,
arming a Winter Soldier somewhere.
Yeah, you've activated some kind of candidate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fucking Manchurian candidate is walking around there. Freaking Reggie Jackson's about to kill the queen.
The Minneapolis candidate.
Listen, if you're the CIA and if you want to use our podcast to send messages,
Oh, please do. I assume half
it.
of these are the CIA.
Oh, 100%.
I should have worn my glasses, but let me give you this my best shot. Thank you to Bootler is looking forward to season 3 of Himboos.
Yes.
Thank you to Brian, who Tom knows.
Thank you.
Thank you to Brockway, loves the Meat Millie.
Thank
you to Burrito, the skankiest slut in town.
Thank you.
Thank you to Buy Jason Pargin's highly controversial new book, I'm Starting to Worry About This Black Box of Doom, out now.
Thank you.
Thank you to Chester's Prophet.
Thank you.
Thank you to Christopher Robert Sparts, Esquire.
Thank you.
And thank you to Dan Hackroyd.
Thank you.
I would like to shout out a lot of those names are names that are cross-pollinators over at patreon.com/JeffMay, and let's get more.
Yes, sure.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, I know.
That's shameless.
I saw
it's
it.
shameless. Nobody, everybody cancel my Patreon actually
All right,
for that. I deserve punishment.
Settle down. Listen,
Just trying to
we're
wet
coming
my
back.
beak.
We're coming back off of the holiday, by the way. So I'm surprised actually we don't have more trailers because we missed a week. But we did miss the trailer to Scream 7.
That was like the big one, yeah.
Yeah. So we have Scream 7.
Which is a freaking dramatic course correction over what they were planning, right? Because they fired the 2 lead actresses.
They were planning on bombing Gaza.
Yeah, they really wanted to bomb Gaza, and the 2 lead actresses were like, no. And they're like, well, you're fired.
It's tough, man. It's tough because we were talking actually yesterday about like, are we going to cover this? And with that context, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, maybe not. Maybe let's not do what we just watched for this one.
No, we definitely won't be, but here's the trailer.
I have a question about these Scream trailers.
Sure.
How many of them have the dramatic reveal so many years gone past where you hear a voice just go, hello, Sydney?
Well,
and then they show her. And then they're like, we got her again.
Yeah. I mean, not as many as you think because they didn't get her a lot.
Okay. Because they brought her back for like a legacy kind of vibe, right? Like
they brought in the last movie, right?
Okay.
Or was she in the one before? No, I can't remember.
Scream in the City she wasn't in. So what happened?
That's right, she was in the one before that.
Yeah, if I remember,
they didn't give her enough money for the second one.
They tried to do like the legacy thing where they're like, here's the old ones, here's the new ones, and then the old ones will be out of here. And like I remember at a certain point, Nev Campbell, if I recall correctly, was just like, I'm done. And then they fired their 2 main actresses, or fired one and the other one quit, and it was like a big PR clusterfuck.
That's so cool, though.
And they probably went to her and Matthew Lillard, it seems, and Skeet Ulrich, and they're like, please. We'll give you anything. And now we got Scream 7. Oh, and Courtney Cox is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
R.I.P.
somehow
to her bangs.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
She always gets real dramatic hair for the Scream movies, and I really respect her for it.
I like that a lot. Is Hollywood's big thing like the big investment of writing? If you want to call it an investment in writing, because their main investment is in AI. Trying to be like, how can we get dead people back into movies?
I mean, okay.
What was the one where they brought all the Spider-Mans back?
That's,
No Way Home.
It had the word home in it.
Way home.
Yeah, No Way Home.
Run.
No Way Home.
Make it, we'll call it a lot of money and not a lot of script.
Yeah. Yeah, Matthew Lillard absolutely died in Scream.
Yeah,
he
but
100% died.
That's. I was going to say that one, bringing his character back, has been a thing among Scream fans for many years now. So
he's gonna have a fucked up face.
Yeah,
he got stabbed.
I mean,
so that one's not as like that one's not as out of nowhere for me. It's like, they were eventually going to get to.
I thought he died like a Naked Gun death in the first one.
TV on his head.
Yeah, he gets stabbed, and then an entire fucking tube TV is crushed on
television.
his head.
They brought back Skeet Ulrich, who got shot.
Well, he's a ghost,
but he's a ghost.
He's a ghost,
and it's very funny because like Listen, Ski Ulrich, I'm sure he would say this just as much as me. Time happened to Ski Ulrich.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
It was 30 years ago.
It's Ski Ulrich covered in makeup with like the hair drapes, and it was
He's
just
got
like,
the crybabies?
yeah.
He's got, I think he's like CG sweetened when you see him.
Yeah, they
but
did
like,
something to
I
him.
mean, you know, you see him on. He's still a handsome man. You see him on.
Yes,
Riverdale,
he's a handsome
but
man.
Like,
Also, he's a hugger.
That's what I mean. De-aging him actually makes him like, I think he's probably a handsome older man now, and it's like man,
Yeah,
like they have to put a bunch of shit on his face.
you're supposed to
like-
be a dead teen. What do you do?
I know. You don't do it. That's what you do.
You could
or
just
you recast.
Yeah, just make him an angry old ghost.
You do it Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep is like the only thing recently that was like, hey, remember how we used to just recast?
We used to just cast different actors. Hey,
Yeah.
here's Henry Thomas as Jack Torrance.
You can totally do that. That's actually one of the things, like one of the biggest, most upsetting things in the history, or like in the recent history of Hollywood, is James Earl Jones being like, have it.
Yeah.
Have it. I'm like, there are people that could do this, that need this.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones's legacy and his family's income is fine.
Right. And like,
yeah, but now it's really fine.
Yeah, it's always been really fine.
so Matthew Lillard's definitely coming back. His voice is at the end.
His
which-
voice at the end of the trailer, yeah.
It was one of those things where I'm like, they're desperate right now.
Yes.
I think they're like, please
They
come
brought
see this
in-
movie.
So like the directors went with them, right? So Radio Silence went with them.
Yeah.
This is Kevin Williamson is directing, who wrote the original Scream.
Yeah, I was saying that's cool.
He's only directed one thing before. And,
Right.
But it does feel like Matthew Lillard would have been a reveal, not something you put in the trailer. And
They
were
don't
like, "It doesn't
call him
fucking
out.
matter."
To be fair, you would only know it's him if you're really keyed in or if you're really looking for it. So like I think a casual fan might still be surprised because I hadn't even heard that he was officially in this movie until I like looked into it when we had the trailer on the dock.
I had the same reaction to you, though, is when I heard that voice, I was like, that's Matthew
Lillard. Yeah, of course.
Somehow Matthew Lillard
Has
has returned.
They introduce him in Fortnite.
Yeah.
I like that. I will say I will stand by the fact that of all the things wrong with episode 9, and that's not what this is about, that is not one of them to me.
Yeah.
For several reasons, not the least of which being that they were breadcrumbing the whole thing for like a couple of years before that happened. But beyond that too, this is one of those things where I just look at it and I'm just like, oh, so this is like we're out of ideas, so how can we sculpt an idea around the fact that we're out of ideas? Which is a common slasher trope, right? Where it's like, we're like, all right, how do we make Michael Myers not boring? Spoiler alert, you don't.
We stuff his asshole full of demons is what?
We're at,
it's
we're,
just-
Sam
like-
Hain.
we're definitely at
That
like Curse
series
of Michael
goes
Myers,
places.
right?
Sorry, what's that, Dave?
No, we're just very, this is a horror, like that's the thing is like, the Scream movies were meta slashers and now they're just slashers where it's like, okay,
You
we're
can't
at Curse of Michael Myers and like,
Like, how can
But-
you? There could be a fun way to, and maybe that's in here. Just real quick to get the thought out there. That's you could make a meta version of what Jeff was just saying, of how like
This
it's
is
clear
the
that
thing.
it's a slasher movie trying to build a movie around the idea that it doesn't have any ideas left. You could do that.
all right. So I don't know if you remember the last couple Screams. Jeff, you didn't see them?
But wait, I actually think I might know a thing. That's actually what I'm going to say. I think, spoiler alert, isn't that Jack Quaid's character?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, here's
it's like
sort
the
of.
meta. We're out of ideas and we need to reestablish and re-inspire.
the meta, and that they were the shitty fandom.
Yeah,
Sorry, Dave.
and-
You keep trying to talk.
Yeah, here was the problem. This was a core problem of the last ones. Is that the first Screams were like, let's talk about horror tropes. And they were doing like, and then Scream 3, this actually started going wrong, where they're like, trilogies, man, The Godfather. And I'm like, you're not The Godfather. You're Scream. You're a slasher. And then once we got to like 4 and 5, they started talking about like reboots and superhero genre. And I was like, you're not superhero. They started doing the meta of other genres. And it
Yeah.
was like, no, you should be in space right now. You need to go to outer space.
Wait,
There
do they-
should
like
be a
that's-
leprechaun here by this
yeah,
point.
that you're doing it wrong. And they lost the thread of the meta horror.
I remember at the time in Scream 3 when they were leaning on all the rules of trilogies. I'm like, what do you mean rules of trilogies? There aren't any.
Right, and again, you're not a trilogy, you're a horror franchise.
Right.
You should know we're going to make more. We're going to make 8 of these. That's what a slasher franchise
I have an
is.
honest question, and this is more of a personal question, but Jamie Kennedy's still dead, right?
Yeah.
Super dead.
Oh, thank
He remains on ice.
God. Oh,
His weird niece and nephew are in the film now. They keep
Yeah.
the character alive.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're older than the women he dates, that's for sure.
Mm.
Ooh.
So like it's weird because Scream 7, the well shouldn't be dry, but the well is so dry we're eating sand. Like this trailer to me, I was like, oh man, they got nothing going on here.
The trailer
Is-
sucks, man.
Yeah.
Every idea in it
It feels
is
tired.
10 years
It's just
old.
Here's the
and
thing.
it's
I apologize. Continue.
Go ahead.
no, you go.
If Scream is generally a metaphor for Hollywood,
Yeah.
it should stand to wit that the well should be dry.
Right. But
Unless they
just-
get their Robert Downey Jr. back and they did that. Okay.
But if there was ever a franchise that could have 10 installments and the well not be dry, it's a parody of slashers where where like there needs to be demon possession. They need to look at like Jason, like Nightmare on Elm
Space,
Street. That's
right.
that's how this started. They lost that thread and it's fallen apart.
I wouldn't call Scream a full parody because it's not.
No.
It's not goofy.
No, but it's a meta.
But
It's a meta commentary where
It's satire. I will add that I am infinitely more excited about the Scary Movie coming out than the Scream.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a
And
fair
also,
point.
from a percentages aspect, the Scary Movie franchise actually
Scary
has more
Movie
bangers
has
than
hit
the
more
Scream
than
franchise,
Scream has.
yeah.
including the very underrated Scary Movie 3.
I don't think it's underrated anymore. Like
Oh, have people come
everybody,
around to it?
I think that's the one. That's the one that I have. This is entirely personal anecdote, but that's the one that I have heard for the last 20 years. That's the underrated one. That's actually a really good one. So I think
It's-
like by now people know that that's a
Okay.
good one. But
rated.
I remember
maybe they don't.
seeing that in the theater, and there's just a scene where he's splitting logs, but they're Duraflame logs.
Oh yeah.
And that to me is just one of the funniest little gags to throw into a movie. It's like
It's a perfect naked.
I don't know
joke.
why that's such a perfect joke. I guess you have to know about Duraflame logs to get it, but it's just it's so good.
Let's talk about Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Speaking of trilogies, now here
Yeah.
we go.
So the
excited.
third one,
So excited.
someone told them, Now You See Me is a phrase that ends in something. And they're like, oh, let me Google that. Oh, we can call one of our movies that. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
They wore me down.
They
I'm
brought
just
Isla
like,
Fisher back.
fuck it. Yeah.
She's nice.
Yeah.
I helped her find toys at Target once.
Oh, rad. Which toys?
Did-
She was
did you
really
find 'em?
small.
The toys?
She was looking for Jake and the Neverland Pirates toy.
Oh,
I don't know what those are.
I didn't either. We did a Google search together to find out where she could get some.
Ah.
But she was like, "Oh, you're an adult man in the toy aisle of a Target. You'll know where
I
can
thought
find
you were
a thing."
working there. She just asked you.
Yeah,
That's great.
No. She just came up and is like, "This is a man that has worked his way around a toy aisle."
She feels comfortable around freakishly tall men.
Well, to be fair, I was buying I used to buy 1,000-piece Star Wars puzzles whenever my ex would leave town because I like puzzles, but I couldn't build them when she was around. So it was like, it's
Secret
time for
puzzles?
Daddy to build a 1,000-piece Star Wars puzzle.
Right.
100% play board games by myself on the floor of the room that me and my ex shared when she was out of town. And play my nerd shit on the floor while she was out of town.
I was like, time for Daddy to one and done 1,000-piece puzzle. That's my $9.99 for the weekend.
And eliminate the evidence.
Amazing.
Let me have all my fun and pack it up real quick so I don't get in trouble. Why would I get in trouble? It's an adult relationship. I don't know.
I don't know,
My
but it
thoughts
could.
don't make sense.
these rules are bad, and I feel bad about myself, and I should stay in this relationship longer than I should have whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
This trailer, I just want to know, I really I love that this series is firmly in like 2006.
Well, I like that they keep reminding us in this trailer that it's 10 years old.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years since the last one. I'm like, no fucking way.
I know, it's fucked
Don't
up.
you love that?
The trailer ends with text magic to this phone number. I was like, when has a movie done that in 10 years? Like text to this number. Is that still a thing?
No, now it's comment magic on our Instagram post for a DM for a sneak preview.
I don't think they have an Instagram. I don't think they know what Instagram is.
It hasn't been invented
again,
yet.
I
It's
love
from
it.
2006.
That's
Yeah.
right. It's in the second part of the name. We if they had an Instagram, we'd be able to see them.
They're like, check out our MySpace.
I can't. I just keep thinking of someone who has like a number one number off getting a series of checks from random
Just
numbers that
says
just says magic.
Honestly, we
Over
should
and over and over
start
again.
doing that.
I know.
What if one number off is Magic Johnson's?
Yeah.
And he just starts getting a bunch of texts that
Losing
just say
his
magic.
mind.
I one of the funniest things is he's one of the first. I hate to do this because I realize I've just brought up another celebrity in the wild encounter, but one of my first was seeing when I went to see Gravity at the ArcLight, and I saw Magic Johnson. This was the one in the ArcLight in the Valley, and I was like, doesn't he own movie theaters?
Wanted to go to a nice one.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why is he at an ArcLight? Why isn't he at a Magic Johnson movie theater?
Right. Yeah, that is bad PR, I guess.
He was also
listen.
massive.
He's
Oh,
Magic
yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised about that. Not surprised at all.
Yeah, that's the thing of professional athletes.
I always get surprised when somebody's so much bigger.
Right.
You
Right.
know, like I'm used to people being a little bit bigger.
Yeah. So is there anything to be said about this trailer in this movie?
I mean, the only other note that I had written down was that I forgot this magicians group was called the Horsemen.
Oh, yeah. Now You See Me is one of the most delightfully stupid series.
It's about.
I don't know if you remember,
Oh, it's Ocean's 11 with magicians. If you've never seen it,
but it's more like Ocean's 11 2 with
yes,
magicians.
it's more like Ocean's 13 with magicians.
Yes. It's real like it's one of those movies, one of those heist movies where you don't really get satisfied from it because they'll be like, to get through this, we have to get through this vault. And you're like, ooh, what clever way. And they're like, I have this device that gets through this vault. And then they just like put the device on the vault and you're like, oh, well, I could have done that. Like I could have written that. Like it's not
I could have physically
clever.
done that too, like me on the heist. You could have put me on the heist, and I could have put that thing on the wall.
I will add that my favorite takedown of that specific trope is in The Big Hit when they keep having Trace Busters.
Right.
It's like one of those things where they take that idea of like the magic MacGuffin, not MacGuffin, but like the magic key, the skeleton key technology, and they just keep countering it with another one. I always found that to be very funny. Here's the thing. Jesse Eisenberg says a line. He's like, "We're magicians. We're not superheroes." And he goes, "Maybe we should be." And then I'm like, "No."
See, I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
Do it.
Like, I
never
get it.
mattered.
In a movie, sure. But in real life, I really love the idea of like Copperfield and Blaine are like, we're not superheroes. And Blaine's like, maybe we should be. And then immediately gets like plowed into by a fucking car.
I
Just
want
trying to
remind
fight
people,
the rhino.
Yeah,
David
just trying to
Blaine.
do something and absolutely getting fucking rinsed.
Get his ass handed to him.
Doing street magic to the Joker.
Yeah, just trying to like, he's like, oh, I got frozen by Mr. Freeze. I've done this trick before. And then he just dies.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Also,
gonna be so
Jesse
good.
Eisenberg mentioning that superheroes aren't a thing. 2 movie franchises now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, he pointedly, he asked, I bet you think after 10 years we ran out of magic. And I did. I did think they had run out of magic.
I'm genuinely surprised they made a third.
Me too. I mean, it's such a Saturday afternoon with the parents movie.
Well, that's the thing is like some of these franchises, like, and this is benefiting me. Like, for example, National Treasure.
Yeah.
They're talking about a new one, and it's like just the nostalgia. That's all they're running on. And for people like me, I'm like, that's all I need, baby. Do it. Do it.
Do people
Fucking
have
do it?
nostalgia for the Now You See Me franchise?
Yes, because it's been 10 years.
Been 10 years.
So
I
someone's
get it.
like, I saw that when I was 8, and I love it
Oh.
now.
These movies, this movie franchise really does have like, what if you gave a sci-fi series an unlimited budget? And that to me is the sort of vibe that I get from these is like,
like
it
Eureka,
has
the
sci-fi
movie.
channel energy
Yeah.
or early aughts TNT energy.
Yeah.
I mean, this
It's-
movie lives on TNT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could make, that would be,
Surprised this wasn't produced by TNT.
yeah, like a double shot of this and then Plane.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Plane is the
Plane!
most TNT movie I've ever seen, and I saw it in the theater. And
So
I was
did
like, wow, I didn't know this theater got TNT.
Yeah, we've said it before. This is a movie that should just come with the TNT logo.
Realized this theater was
Already
part
in
of
the
the
corner.
Turner Broadcasting
Yeah.
Network.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
There should absolutely be like a chyron at the bottom talking about like when the basketball
The Atlanta
game is
Braves.
coming.
Yeah,
Score.
there should be ads.
The NBA finals on TNT.
Oh, gosh.
No, I need to remind people that the villain in the first movie, his motivation was that his father was an escape artist, and he got in a safe and went into the water, into a river, and couldn't get out of the safe and drowned. And now he's mad at the safe company because they made a safe that you can't open. They did their job as a safe. And he ends up being like the good guy hero too. Like he's not like
Isn't
like
Morgan Freeman
this
like
guy's
an evil
asshole.
magician debunker or some shit?
Something like that. And then
He goes to
there's
prison at the end, I remember.
I don't want to spoil it, but there's a whole
You can spoil it.
twist.
But the description that you're giving me of this movie that I've never seen is the funniest thing I could possibly imagine.
It's,
Oh yeah,
You need to watch it, Jeff. You will not believe your eyes.
it's
To
incredible.
be fair, no, I don't. But I kind of
I
do.
don't, and I'm not just referring to the magic.
Yeah, the magic is
You will be
gobbledygook.
dazzled in
It's
more
great.
ways than one.
Yeah, the magic they did a thing. I
Oh
love
my
this because
gosh,
after like when they made like The Prestige and even to a lesser extent The Illusionist, those movies like brag. They're like, we got real magicians. You know, we got Ricky Jay because he's the guy.
Definitely not The
and
Illusionist. Like the magic in The Illusionist is like magic.
It's on. It's like, but whenever they have a real magic thing, they'll like actually like because I'm sure the actors are like, I want to learn a magic trick.
Yeah.
So they like do real magic. Now You See Me is like we CGI'd everything and the most ridiculous, like a child's fantasy of a magic trick in every single one.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
impossible.
like- You just
Yeah.
know there's like, Dave Franco running around being like,
Yeah.
and then they're going to put some sparks or some shit coming off of there.
Yeah.
That's like when Ewan McGregor was making the lightsaber sounds when he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
doing-
yeah, you can see that clip of Laura Dern making the pew pew noises when she's shooting her gun
So good.
in Last Jedi.
How could you not? How could you not?
You don't think about it, but I remember reading the Ewan McGregor thing and being like, I would be doing that. Like I would be doing
Yeah.
that subconsciously without even realizing it. Like,
Yeah. They had to spend like an afternoon being like, okay,
you would have to train
Alright,
it
you-
out of you. You really
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
Like,
Can we get a gag on? They just put a piece of green screen duct tape over his fucking mouth.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Anyone?
sure.
Anyone?
I didn't see the first one because I'm over 18.
Yeah, like here's the thing. I think it's cool that young people have horror movies. I think that's cool. I think about us growing up with like, your Gremlins. Yeah, where it's like this is a thing or like even like Jaws, like which is not really for young people, but like I'm glad that young people are being traumatized by horror.
Yes.
I like the idea of all those kids just getting like really deep World War II flashbacks during the scar scene.
Yeah. But yeah, I tried to watch the first one and I turned it on and I sat at my couch and I started watching it, and the next thing I knew I was washing dishes in the other room, and I was like, wait, wasn't I watching a movie? And like looked in the other room and was like, oh, I guess that's still going. It's
Sounds
not.
like he may have been haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
It's,
like, is
again,
that part of
it's-
it? Or did they
for
like
young people.
hypnotize you to go do chores? Because that is
Yeah.
a horror for teens. like the idea that a robot would make you clean your
Just
room.
secretly make you. Oh, yeah. Shit.
This is
Yeah, there's a lot of lore.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I have nothing against Five Nights at Freddy's. It's just not for me. Like, I've never played
Yeah.
the games, but I understand, or at least I believe I understand. My understanding is that there is tons of lore.
The movie was
this.
not accessible without playing the games, I felt like.
Okay,
I-
so
I-
this
I-
is. I'm
yeah.
sure a lot of this is like maybe spot on and very exciting for fans of the game. I don't know.
Yeah, no, again, it seems
I
like they're doing the right
Totally
thing.
nothing against it. It's just its own separate thing that I am not aware of at all. Don't have any room in my head for Five Nights at Freddy's. I get
There's
it.
a hot animatronic in it, though. The crop top lady animatronic in this. I was like, oh, hello.
Mhm.
So that's cool. Sexy animatronics.
One of the big, I do have something against this franchise, primarily that, and I learned this from my niece and nephew. The creator of the franchise is a bit of a Rowling.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a shame.
Donated a lot to Trump, I believe. He's like a big Trumper, big like religious Trumper
so he's
guy.
A real notch, huh?
And so I think he had to like retire in 2021 because everybody was like, "You're a piece of shit."
Yeah. It's a notch.
So
yeah.
He's like,
literally just
actually, the
notch,
Lord
yeah.
said I should be hateful.
Yeah.
So
They're like, you need to, not be associated with this fucking brand anymore.
You shouldn't be anywhere near children's entertainment.
Yeah.
yeah, and I guess
That's
he
a
was
shame.
a bit of. He dealt with like the casting and the writing and stuff. So like also,
Oh well, fuck that then.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's
wasn't
hard
gonna see
because
it
like, does that
anyway.
mean you're not going to watch anything that Ike Perlmutter has had his fingers in?
This is the thing is like everybody's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. Where I think like if someone is actively out there, like J.K. Rowling, like where it's like, oh, she's directly making money off of this shit. It's very problematic. But like when you start like watch any movie from the 70s,
Yeah.
and if someone says, the people who made this are monsters, statistically speaking, they're probably
Like
right.
Stygian
It's
monsters.
Woody Allen.
Yeah. And so it's like it's everybody's having to kind of navigate this in their own way. I think it's important to
Yeah.
be honest.
I do
Like-
think that the best way to do that is draw the line specifically at the things that you only like.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't like something, it should not be okay for people to feel that way.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Because David Bowie taught me to be weird, so I don't care that he slept with multiple
Yeah.
teenage girls.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's fine.
Uh,
But other pedophiles are not okay.
right.
That's right.
I will say this: I saw we got Skeet and Lillard doing it again.
Lillard's been back for a while. Lillard is fucking.
He's on
doing great.
Bosch.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder, like, do you think Freddie Prinze Jr. is getting a little jealous that Skeet and Lillard are getting all this alone
he
time
popped
together?
up in that I Know What You Dids. I Know What You Did last
It's
summer.
interesting because Freddie Prinze actually to me, so like Lillard has the Devon Sawa thing where when I saw them as a young man, I was like, this guy is not going to age well. Meaning like they play young stoners. How are they going to play? Like they're going to have to make a very like abrupt turn.
Yeah.
And they both, to their credit, have.
Yeah, they did.
Where
great.
it's like now I'm like, man, I love them and things. And they
Well-
had to like shake off the I'm like a stoner man. It's like
I
Bobcat Goldthwait having to drop the voice where you're like, what
R.I.P..
now, Bobcat? Yeah.
I think with Lillard, it was a little clearer, at least to me, because you see him in Scream, you're like, oh well, he's going to settle right nicely into playing maniacs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
He was great in his one scene in The Descendants, which was a weird
That's right, I forgot
appearance
he's
of
in that.
Yeah, he's just in this one emotional scene with George Clooney, and you're like, all right, Skeet.
I
Cool.
hosted
Yeah, Lillard,
a
not Skeet,
one-on-one.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I hosted a one-on-one with Freddie Prinze Jr. at Motor City Comic Con one time, and he was like, he and Matthew Lillard were like best friends, and I guess they were in that like pitching that
Commander?
baseball movie, and Lillard was his catcher, but there are like Lillard like anybody who's a catcher would be like, this guy cannot be a catcher physically, like it's impossible for a man that looks like that to be a catcher, but I guess he had like final casting say, and he's just like, and they told me that, and I was like, I don't care. put him in. And it's like, it didn't matter. Nobody
It's
cares.
true. We're making a movie.
Yeah, we're making a movie.
He's
fine.
just like, so what? Like,
Yeah.
most of the audience isn't going to be professional catchers. So I feel like we're going to be good here.
It'll be fine.
Anthony Edwards might have been too tall for the cockpit in Top Gun. I don't fucking know. I don't
Yeah,
care.
who cares?
He's Goose.
Who cares?
That's a bummer to find out that like you can't be an astronaut if you're a certain height.
Oh yeah,
I know.
if
Or a
you can
pilot
be
in
too
general.
tall.
I can't be a pilot for anything.
No.
Dead Man's Wire?
Yeah, this is the Gus Van Sant movie, isn't it?
Yeah, this
Gus Van
is
Sant.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, this is like Dog Day Afternoon. No, not really Dog Day Afternoon.
Well, it has an energy of Dog
Ish.
Day Afternoon
With
where
Bill
clearly
Skarsgård.
Pacino is in it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
wait,
there
is
to
he
like
in that?
pass
Was
the
he in Dog
torch.
Day Afternoon, or am I thinking of?
No, he is. You got it.
Okay,
It's Billy Skarsgård, Carrie Elways looking unrecognizable. When they said his name in Cut Down, I was like, that's not Carrie Elways.
dare
Because they're just giving him a pound of hair. It's like a guy fucking takes hostages at like a bank or something.
Yeah, it's like a John
And
Q
it's
sitch where he's like,
Yeah,
you're
it's a
dicking me
John
over,
Q.
so I want my money back and I want to walk free, basically. It's the extent of it.
Yeah. And
gist
it's
of it.
like, just looks delicious. It just has all the right, like, man, I'm 41. This is going to be awesome.
It takes place in the 70s.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it has real. Everyone in this movie looks like they smell like soup energy, which is
Yeah,
what the
soup and
70s
cigarettes.
is all about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just one big cigarette. That was the
Oh
70s.
God, yeah, brown pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of beige. The second billed
He's got a
person in this
mustache.
movie is the bully from Stranger Things,
Yeah.
Love that
Dacre
guy.
Montgomery.
I love that guy.
the Red Ranger.
Damn right, he's the Red Ranger.
Hell yeah.
Remember when he was gonna fuck that hot mom?
Yeah, he was.
Ah man,
Gonna
that would've been
change
cool.
her life.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this.
I'm in. Like
Yeah.
this is it is funny to see as I am aging, like I'm sort of really pushing back on the stuff that's being marketed to an aging nerd.
Yeah.
And
also,
instead I'm finding myself really settling more towards shit like this, like weird.
in my old defense, I would have loved this at 20. Like, this is a movie that I think anybody
Yeah.
can be into, you know?
Well, I mean,
like
it's
you said,
Gus
it's
Van
like
Sant, so
Yeah. The president of Al Pacino is them basically saying, like, you know what kind of movie this
Yeah.
is.
I get
It's a movie that would have Al Pacino in
yeah,
it.
you know, it's kind of a Dog Day Afternoon. You guys know.
Coleman Domingo's there, too.
Just like
Yeah,
any
this
given
cast is
Sunday.
nuts.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I do get what Jeff's talking about because I feel a lot of the same thing with the stuff that's specifically marketed toward older nerds because most of it's not being made by nerds, so it feels like very inauthentic when it's
Yeah.
being marketed towards
When
so
if
you know.
I was at that Comic-Con panel where they revealed Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, I would have just yelled, "I don't care," and then walked out. Like, and here's the thing is like me 10 years ago, that would have been insane. I would have been like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this." And now I'm like, of course I can believe they're doing this. We got the most soulless Spider-Man cash grab movie we've ever seen.
Well, it's the Star Wars effect, right? Where it's like, it's this, oh, look at this thing that's like, you know, I remember these moments. Like, I remember, like, there's a weird comparison. When Jon Stewart hosted the Oscars, I was like, that's so weird that this comedian that's like, you know, like an underdog comedian is now
Yeah,
hosting the Oscars. And now it's like Stephen Colbert is fucking the new Letterman. And it's like these people are mainstream now. And it's that where like, oh my God, new Star Wars. And now it's like, oh my God, no more Star Wars, please. You know?
Unless they do something like Andor, where I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is actually how this should progress, I think. Like I love this. Like like Andor is the first time I've ever seen the franchise grow with the people that grew up with it. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that Star Wars shouldn't be marketed towards children. It absolutely should. Star Wars
course
is
it
a
should,
children's movie franchise. Sorry. One of the great things about
You should
nerddom is that you can be an adult that loves things designed for kids and not be ashamed of it. That's
it's
a
not a-
good
it's not a
thing
bad
about
thing.
fandom.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like that. Like I think that's one of the things that should make you feel good about the fandom.
Yeah.
That being said, I do like I like Andor, where it's like more prescient version of like, here's what's happening in this real world and blah, blah, blah.
And that's an adult story.
Yeah. And I like that a lot more than just being like, we made Wolverine say fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah,
I think that's a much better version of maturing. It's actually maturing a franchise instead of just saying, M for mature.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was
making an actual adult story. That's
like, Andor, to me, has made me really look at the other things that have been made and just being like, you guys could have been doing.
It's also using
stuff.
Star Wars where they're like, you know what Star Wars is? A dystopian, like, fascist story. We might as well dig into it. Where it's like, you use the story you have. Like, if Andor was, you know what I mean? Where it's like, Marvel can't make an Andor because that's not what Marvel is, you know? But it's like,
they could
they could do The Boys. They could do like their version
look at
of
the Winter Soldier
or something. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Where it's like, you just got to work with the material to do something that's more mature or more like where, like, I mean, Logan was a success, but that my issue with Logan was like, oh, I think you just took Children of Men and you slapped Wolverine in it.
Sure did.
And it was like, I kind of already saw this. And it's sort of like, it still felt like a superhero movie. But like,
I don't
they
want us
do
to get
have
too
to.
off topic. Sorry, Dave.
Sorry,
No, yeah, you're right.
But finish
No,
it
it is sort of like, ultimately it's just what feels stale, what has been like oversaturated.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of Pacinos.
Exactly.
But then
pushed
the uniqueness of storytelling that's coming out here and the greatness that we have seen in things like Sinners, in Andor, like things where like, you can work within a genre that has previously been viewed as having limits, and you can break those limits. And I like that. I'm looking for, like, this looks interesting to me because it's a throwback. It's in a way of like good Tarantino. It's a throwback to a style of a genre of film that I sort of have drifted away from, but I still love that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean is like, I wonder if you saw this trailer in like the early 80s, you'd be like, oh, enough
right.
with the bank robbery shit. Jesus Christ. You know, it's just like we're ready for shit like this again.
Yeah.
I love it. Next trailer is Christy, which is about some sort of sport.
Christy Martin.
Yep. Oh, okay.
There's a very, very good untold documentary about her on Netflix.
There is.
This is the director of a very good movie called Animal Kingdom, who also did The Rover.
Oh, that's an Australian film, isn't it?
Probably. Animal Kingdom is I haven't watched it in a while, but it's got what's his name? And then the other person. Yeah, it's got it's got Jackie Weaver being fucking terrifying. She's amazing in it. That's all to say this is probably a very good movie.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Tom.
I was just saying it's a biopic about one of the first very successful female boxers. I think she's the first one on the cover of Sports Illustrated. She was at a Mike Tyson undercard.
She was at one of the post-jail Mike Tyson undercards that were very popular.
Mm.
That was the fight of the night. She had the fight of the night. I watched that fight live. Like, she was a dominant fighter. She was such a dominant fighter that when Tanya Harding started boxing, that was the name that she kept calling out. Like, we want Christy Martin.
Oh.
Like, she was a big deal in the far of women's boxing. And obviously, MMA is going to eclipse women's boxing in such a huge way, which is ironic because male boxing, the paychecks are still incredibly higher than UFC and MMA.
Hmm.
But Christy Martin was it. And they got Sydney Sweeney.
She's a lot better than I expected.
She's going for the statue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they deal with the real, like, they interview the real Christy Martin a lot in the Netflix doc, so you get like a good sense of how she speaks and how she is and who. So like seeing this trailer, I was like a little like, Sydney Sweeney. That's a weird pick, but she's She's
doing a smashing machine.
She's doing better. She's better than I would have expected. She's fitting it more than I would have expected. Not a remark of her talent. It's more like I would not have pictured her as this character, as this person.
I think too, when a person has been objectified, and I think Pamela Anderson is a good example of that too. A person that is a sex symbol, and it is unfortunately cast more on women than it is on men. That you forget that they are hard-working artists that do, like, a lot of them will do, like Pamela Anderson in Naked Gun was hilarious, and she was funny, and her acting was very good, and like her timing was good.
I haven't seen her Showgirl movie, but that looked really good.
She was nominated for that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, like, this is another example of, like, yeah, I know that Sydney Sweeney is a sex symbol, but did you know that she also is good at art?
Right. Well, that's the whole reason she's famous, is for being on Euphoria, which is an acting show. Like,
right?
I liked her in Immaculate.
I didn't see Immaculate.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
I have seen White Lotus, and she's good in the first season of White Lotus. She's not really in it that much, but
also
anyway,
Ben Foster's in this,
and Dave, they don't tell you this in the trailer, but guess what Ben Foster's character does? Shoots her.
Oh no!
I didn't know if you were going to give spoilers, but her story is wild.
Her story is nuts.
Ben Foster
don't really get into in this
Ben
trailer.
Foster.
Yeah, he's a real Ben Foster person.
Yeah, exactly. Or I'm like, oh, what kind of fucking maniac is he going to be in this?
Oh, an arch maniac.
I love him. I fucking love him.
In the Ben Foster, the BFEU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could be a multiverse of Ben Foster roles.
Yeah. Yeah, personally, I'm like, whenever if I'm forced to watch a biopic or a sports movie, I always come out of it going, that was good. But it's just one that I'm like, it's like going to the dentist for me. I'm like, I don't want to do it.
There's definitely...
I want to get up and go see this.
You don't like the Rocky movies?
No. I don't. I just don't.
He's saying
I'm like, you don't
Dave
like this one
biopic.
sport that I do specifically? Movies about those, Dave?
Again, they're always good movies.
Yeah.
They're just...
Wait, are you saying are you saying biopics or boxing movies?
Both.
Oh,
sports movies and biopics are the two genres.
Well,
that really fucking
like Major League.
Yeah, like I just very rarely get excited for them.
Major
Again,
League, you know,
and they're good. They're good movies. I just get really like it's. Again,
I get a little like, again, everything about this looks good to me. I do get a little like, well, there's a perfectly good documentary. Why are we playing dress up?
Right. Because it's fun, Tom.
I know.
To play dress up.
Because that's the art part of that. That's why
that's the art
made.
part. That's like, that's how the story reaches the most people ultimately. You know, whether or not that's good or bad is totally up to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's definitely enough that happens in her life, during her active career, that would make a film. So, like, this movie is probably she's an interesting character to pick too, because she used a lot of homophobia, even though she is herself a lesbian.
Interesting.
She was very homophobic in her promos. Like that's how very often how she would attack her opponents. And they get into it in the doc. You know, I don't want to speak for this person or about this topic, but they do cover it a lot in the doc, and there's genuine controversy, and people still feel a certain way about her because she was so famous and so visible. So in a lot of ways was very good and inspirational, but was pushing this toxic viewpoint at the same time. So.
I mean, she was pushing that toxic viewpoint at a time that is when everybody was pushing that toxic viewpoint, which is also a big part of that too, is that you see that as somebody trying to blend in for their own survival. Which I don't think any of us, straight asterisk white dudes could really, I guess, understand that need for the chameleon thing, but also the hypocrisy, she does address that very deeply in the documentary, and like her sorrow over it too, I think, was really interesting.
Yeah, I'm not bringing it up to like, poo-poo.
No,
on her
but it
movie
is
or anything.
interesting. You're right.
I think these movies tend to like to gloss over warts or not look at the unpleasant parts or not really do anything challenging. That can be a pitfall of these movies, rather.
I mean,
so it's interesting that they picked somebody that has a genuine controversy that.
Well,
and the trailer addresses it.
Yeah,
I think good biopics are the ones where it's like, it's
Let's
either like,
actually
so you've
examine
never
the
heard of this
subject.
person,
Yeah.
but they had an interesting life, or this person you heard of for this one thing. Well, they had a way crazier life than you realize. Like, it's got to be one or the other. If it's just, well, you've heard of this person, so we're doing a movie about them, that's when it always kind of falls apart.
Yeah, like the Springsteen movie that's out right now.
Yeah, which seems like that. Yeah.
That Springsteen movie seems like Ali, but with Bruce Springsteen, which is what I was about to bring up too, which is like one of the things I liked about the Ali movie is that it does not pretend that he was a fully moral human being.
Right.
Like, they show a lot of his, because it's a very short period of his life that they focus on, and it shows his infidelities, it shows his inability to sort of stand up for everything that he believes in, especially like, to the Nation of Islam, etc. And
That's
go ahead.
I mean, that's what you want in a biopic of a famous person.
Yeah.
Is to like actually honestly look at that person.
Christy Martin's is sort of like, she was a boxing prodigy that also happens to be an Appalachian hick.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like, because she's from, I believe, West Virginia.
Yes.
Like, I think that she was brought up, I believe, as the coal miner's daughter, right?
Yep,
Like, that's
that was her nickname, yeah.
And just, she was a
one
boxing
stoplight town.
prodigy. Like, had all this, and I do love when the girl's like, good luck, and she was like,
good luck getting knocked the fuck out.
Good luck getting knocked the fuck out. And it's just like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Kokuho. Kokuho.
That's where we wanna go.
This is a kabuki theater drama.
Mm-hmm.
We're going for Best International Feature Academy Award. It was just funny because kabuki theater to me is like, it feels very like, it's like opera, right? Where it's like, this is higher society. And then watching this, I was like, they are just theater kids, right?
Yeah.
Because like, I know a lot of theater kids.
Just
And I was
moody
like,
theater
Black
kids.
Swan.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is just theater shit.
Yeah, it's like Black Swan. These are all just moody theater kids.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, this is digestible to me. I get
Yeah.
it.
It's very funny because when I was watching this trailer, I decided to read the comments, and every comment is like, this is a fucking masterpiece. I've seen this. I'm excited for you to see it. And in my head, I'm like, the dichotomy of the internet commenter, where I appreciate that they're telling me I should see it, but usually when commenters express their opinions, I hate those people for the rest of my life.
Right.
But I also need them for algorithms.
I mean, I'm guessing it's very good. It looks
like two teenage rivals, it looks like, or young men.
Well, one's a son of a
from the
Yakuza
family.
boss or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
And he's training
he
with
has an
this other
unfair
like
advantage.
it's a
theater.
Billy Elliot of the kabuki theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right? Like the Yakuza kid is training with like the theater, like it's like his father or his mother was a prestigious actor.
I think, Tom, it's important to note that
I should have rewatched this before that.
we need to go see this.
Yeah. It's also
We'll
doesn't
meet
seem
in
like
Kansas.
it's based on a true story. So it could go fucking crazy is my point. Like the mob could get involved in this. Like, really
Well,
involved.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want them to.
yeah, it looks kind of Black Swanish, but without the surreal aspects, more just focused on the rivalry or the competition.
Yeah.
And it being cool.
It looks very good. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say, one of the things that I find interesting about cinema, about these kind of things, is like, I think a lot of times especially in the male dominated world, we view certain activities as being feminine, as being anti-masculine, ballet, kabuki theater, things like that, things that are not necessarily considered aggressively masculine. And one of the things I find interesting and that I love seeing is the amount of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that go into these things where like a male ballerina is one of the strongest people alive.
Yeah.
And like the amount of like, it working in this theater and you see them and they're basically doing these like really, really tight, slow Tai Chi motions. And it's like the amount of muscular control you have to do that is fascinating to me, like the hard work. And so whenever I see that stuff and then I think about when broken, toxic men try to feminize very difficult things, I'm always just like...
dancing in general. It's
that
used to be seen as very
feminized
macho
in a derogatory way. But
when I mean that, that's... I was hoping that the toxicity aspect of that was making that implication, but you're right. One of the things that I will notice, because I box in North Hollywood, which is the center of dancing, like one of the centers of dancing of America, the fiercest, strongest people that I ever train with are dancers, male and female.
Oh, yeah.
They also never run out of energy.
This movie was #1 in Japan for a while too, which just makes me happy. Where I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like that, because like they're watching Mission Impossible and shit too, and they're like, no, we're gonna watch this.
Yeah, we also want to watch this rivalry between two guys who are trying to be more beautiful than the other.
I know,
they're cursed by beauty.
Oh, when they got the kabuki makeup on, I was like, okay.
The scene where he's slapping himself as a curse this beautiful face.
I was like, I was like, oh, okay, I see you, beautiful boy. It is definitely one of those things too, where I saw either in the comment, I think it was in the comments, somebody was like, hey, this is about to break a 12-year-old Japanese record or something like that, like some kind of box office record.
Oh, wow.
Like that Chinese cartoon that you didn't hear of until part 2 was being released in America.
Yeah. What is our next trailer? Sorry. Is it? Oh, fuck. Yes.
It's Agatha Christie's 7 Dials.
Yes. So happy. This is a show.
I know.
TV show. I am so
it's an adaptation of an Agatha Christie book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mystery. Yeah. It's mystery shit.
One of her I guess lesser known detective characters.
Tis a whodunit.
Tis.
Yeah, and it's got Martin Freeman there, and he's got a mustache.
It sure does. Helena Bonham Carter is there.
Yeah.
Martin Freeman is incredible. Movie from Martin Freeman's fine.
Yeah.
TV Martin Freeman is an absolute undefeated champion.
Yes. This is super British. I looking at the writer. The writer's done Doctor Who up the ass, Broadchurch. It's just going to be so fucking British.
They wrote Just a Tin of Beans, which I thought was interesting. So it's very British.
Very British.
They actually are the writer of Bad Teeth.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that a movie? No, just the concept. One of the things I really love is in this trailer, it goes, Agatha Christie invites you to a Netflix mystery. And I'm like, no, she doesn't.
No, she super
sure
doesn't.
She wrote this fucking thing in 1929.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
No, you read the book and on the back it says for a future Netflix mystery.
Part of me was like,
show in 96 years.
Yeah.
At first I was like, if she found out about this, she would have been, nope, actually she probably would have been fine. Like she did a lot of like publication in magazines too, right? Like she was like a commercial writer.
I think any writer, like if you told Edgar Allan Poe, for example, about all the stuff, he'd go, oh, well, so can I get that money now for that?
For heroin?
I feel like there's a lot of, I think most writers would be like, oh, why am I not rich now though?
Yeah.
Like, give me the money, please.
Can you imagine showing Edgar Allan Poe Fall the House of Usher?
Oh, man.
Like, where's my money?
Yeah.
Imagine what he would do if he saw the Simpsons Raven segment.
Fuck.
He'd be like,
there'd be so many things we'd have to explain.
He'd be like,
why wasn't this guy alive to read it? I would have sold so many more copies if this guy could have read it.
I got to go huff some ether now.
Yeah.
I do love that. Like, because you think about it and you're like, all right, I can't think of many authors that would roll their eyes at their shit being adapted, and then I'm just like, oh, probably Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah.
Probably that would be like the one that he'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's really tried.
No,
Yeah.
well, they call it the unfilmable book.
That's one
For
of the
now.
ones they call the unfilmable
Thanks
book.
to the magic of AI, someone's going to shit out something.
Oh,
No.
That's going
wanna-
to happen.
I want to know how British this is. Helena Bonham Carter plays Lady Caterham,
Mhm.
and Martin Freeman plays Superintendent Battle. And so, it's just the
Dave,
oh,
the detective's name is Lady Bundle Brent.
God. Oh my fucking god!
Yep, she's only
Yes!
in two. She's only in 2 stories.
And the
Yeah.
train is called Union Jack.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
But yeah, they
for
all get
this.
together to play like a murder game, like How to Host a
Yeah.
Murder, I think. But then somebody really dies. You
Yeah.
know, it
Could be
is
like
a
game
now
night.
classic premise, but I think she might have come up with it. Who knows?
It's based off that Reno 911 episode.
Mhm.
Tom.
Yeah.
I would like to take a minute to just shout out Game Night.
Game
Oh,
Night,
yeah.
incredible film.
Unbelievable. Just a delightful experience all the way around.
Should we just talk about this last one? I mean, I'm just so excited for this one. I have nothing else to say about it.
Yeah,
though.
it's a mini series. It's going to cover this one novel mystery that's called Seven Dials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be fun. It should be fun.
This is an Alita Battle Angel, right?
How do you mean?
No, the next thing
I think so. Am I skipping?
Oh,
Altered.
the Altered?
yeah.
with fucking fucking Malfoy. Yeah.
It has Alita Battle Angel energy to the
So-
action scenes that I've seen.
Some
Oh,
context. This is the director of the Iron Skies.
Okay, sure. I've not seen those movies, but I'm aware of them.
I feel like I've seen those movies.
So do I.
I'm
Look,
so happy.
I've looked at the streaming thumbnails, and I feel like I've seen them.
Yeah, it's Malfoy in a like a mech suit, right?
In a wheelchair.
like you said, it's a battle angel.
Yeah.
Yes, and like it's a steal. Like this is what I'm happy about. Is I'm
Yeah.
like this is like a steal, right? I'm so glad we're still making these, or like what is that, Guyver?
God.
One?
Oh, right. Just so you know, Oliver heard you bring up the Guyver and got very excited while listening.
Yeah. It's that where I'm like, oh, I'm so glad these still exist. Like we shouldn't be making them, but I'm glad we are.
Yeah. Finding a power is always like a delight. It's a very Amblin kind of energy, even though I don't think he's ever done that.
Yeah.
Like somehow Steven Spielberg has never done a finding the superpower movie, I think.
Well, they're all
Yeah.
copying E.T.
Yeah. But yeah, it is his energy, right? Like this does like, because there are scenes in Tom, you mentioned the action in the trailer, right?
I did, yeah.
It does like have that like blurry kind of like CGI, just figure it out in post kind of energy. That's
Mhm.
Yes.
The choreography is very bad.
yeah. It's the anti-version of the CGI choreography in The Mummy, where they just had him go fucking wild with a sword.
Yeah.
Like
This is people just kind of stepping forward and shooting, and then everybody else waiting, and then people stepping. It's like very. It's always a bummer when you can see bad choreography in the action scenes in the trailer.
Yeah.
yeah.
I will add that the what seems like the big bad is probably one of my favorite working movie villains now, and that's Richard Brake,
Oh, of course.
Yes.
who I consider I in my head he's calm Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I guess.
Like
You're right.
he's just like if you gave Willem Dafoe a sedative and he just was pure like voice menace.
right.
I love Richard Brake. I actually went out of my way to buy one of his Star Wars autograph cards because I collect Star Wars autographs from actors who are not Star Wars actors.
I was about to say, like, what the fuck Star
Like, he
Wars
has a
is he
Fiona
in?
Shaw one.
I have a Fiona Shaw collection. I have almost the rainbow of her 2023 Topps Finest signatures, but like I collect, like I have an Amy Sedaris. I have, I of course have this one as well. But I love people that don't belong in Star Wars having to sign Star Wars cards. I think it's the funniest thing in the world.
He could be in a Star Wars.
Of course. Well, he is.
Yeah.
Richard Brake. I love it. So the first time we see him, he's a hologram, and I was like, please keep this man a hologram for this whole movie. I was like, oh, just hologram Richard Brake. Like just like what's his name in Tank Girl?
Oh, fucking Malcolm McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell. Yeah.
His hologram.
Richard Brake could age into a Malcolm McDowell.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
100%.
He's a McDowell.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you saw Barbarian, but the real villain is Man.
Yeah.
It was the real villain was Richard Brake.
Richard Brake.
Yeah. No, that's the thing about his career is he's down to clown. He'll do these and then he'll show up like as a very terrifying person in a very good movie.
I honestly love his cameo in Kingsman. Where he's just like, tell me what the Kingsmen are, Eggsy. You're going to get run over by a train.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like of course you got that guy to play your fake villain.
Yeah. I like him in Doom.
Oh, he's so good at stuff.
Portman.
Yeah. Yeah. Is like the asshole. Yeah. God. This movie also has the guy who got eaten by ants in the fourth Indiana Jones.
Oh, that guy.
He's there. Yeah. He's there. He's a
heavy Russian guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, it's like a dystopia. They're the downtrodden, but Tom Felton's a tinkerer. He builds tinkers for people.
Ready
but then they're like,
Felton.
hey, we're gonna come down on you tinkerers and frame you all for a political crime. And they're like, not us. I'm gonna tinker our way to freedom.
Is there like a Gattaca influence here?
There
is.
There's
one where they mentioned that there's like genetic coding to like make super
and these are
people?
like the subclass of people. I forget what they call them. He has some goofball sci-fi name for him in the trailer.
There's a whole bunch of lore that no one's ever going to need
it's
to
a big
remember.
Lore dump by Tom Felton in like a Super Mario voice.
This is a TikTok where it's just like, you know, hi, I brought the Gattaca. And they pour it into the thing, and it's like, I brought the real steel. And then they pour it in, and it's like, I brought Richard Brake. And then they pour that into make the punch or the candy bowl.
Yeah. This is
fine.
It's very silly. It's the villains have like weird skulls, and it looks like a beautiful swing, and to me it feels like one of those movies where 20 years from now some fucking podcaster is going to have to watch this and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
When did this get made? Why was this allowed?
It's going to be on a
Harry Potter?
Yeah.
It's going to be on a revisiting podcast right after they do like Ender's Game.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like this movie, like there is a class of movie that this is going to fall neatly into. That's going to be like Ender's Game, Alita Battle Angel. It's going to be like slightly weirdly dystopian, weird CG, kind of like one shot and done. Have a good day. You're going to forget about this movie when you leave.
Yes, it's going to be, we did a whole Rutger Hauer podcast. It's going to be everything we covered on the Rutger Hauer podcast.
Yes.
Where it's that, where I'm like, some of those movies were very fun. And it's like, I never would have watched them because why would I have?
Surviving the Game. That's the Rutger Hauer one. That's like, huh? I love this.
Ladyhawk.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a Ladyhawk. This is a Ladyhawk. Or what's that fucking one we watched with the football? What was the football one?
Football one.
It was with a dog's head.
What?
It was football, but with a dog's skull in like the apocalypse.
Oh, shit. That's the one with Angelina Jolie.
No, definitely not with Angelina Jolie.
Was it not that one?
Vincent D'Onofrio was in it.
Shit.
What?
Anyway, we're getting...
I know!
You guys should go listen to our Rutger Hauer Power Hour
I know,
podcast.
but that sounds great. That sounds really...
It has several people, and you're like, how did this happen? I'm desperately scrolling to try to find out what the fuck this is called.
Look, man, if you want to take a Hypecast to promote a different podcast, I'm
not
all
a breed
in.
apart.
Especially if it's Rutger Hauer themed. Like, be so funny. Did you sneak Batman Begins into there? Because you're like, how about a fun one?
Fuck, what was it called? Someone's screaming it at us. Is it the soldier of... It had two names. That was its problem.
That's right. It was like they were like wasteland warriors and they fight in like an underground game.
Yeah,
like
and that's one of
gladiator
those
games.
Yeah, and that's one of those movies where you watch and you're like, this is actually kind of sweet.
Yeah, that one was kind of awesome.
The Blood of Heroes. I think that's what it is.
Maybe. Anyway.
Yeah, Salute of the Jugger. That's
what it was.
Had two names. And it's like you watch it and you're like, this isn't half bad. It's just you can tell why it didn't like hit, you know. It was the writer of 12 Monkeys. Like it's just this is one of those. I hope.
Well, yeah. Like these are this is I guess it's a forgettable popcorn flick. Like it's one of those you know what? It's a Hobbs and Shaw. It's I saw this in the theater. I don't remember disliking the experience, but I do not remember anything that happened.
Exactly.
I hope this is an eraser. I'd love another eraser.
Oh yeah,
but that's an eraser thing too, right?
Just that experience.
Yeah, eraser's just vibes, man. Mm-hmm. It's just vibes. You want a CGI crocodile, you can have it. You want a throwing star belt buckle, you can have that.
Yeah, you got it.
You want Vanessa Williams? I do.
You got it. Let's thank some more producers.
Let's do it.
Big thank you to David Knife Boot Henson.
Hey.
Thank you to Deborah is awesome. Barbara is great, and cancer can go to hell. Thank you. Thank you to Driftless is building a tower of skulls with his tracksuit ninjas. Thank you. Thank you to Exploding Runes.
Thank you.
Thank you to Fat Todd's Chocolate.
Thank you.
That's a great
Thank
name.
you to Funky J. Mostly comes out at night. Mostly.
Thank
you. Thank you to Happy Ed Classic.
Thanks so much.
Thank you to Heathcliff's Helping Handfuls. Thank you to Highlander likes the way Tom says pretty sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you to I'm listening to spooky 2019 Gamefully Unemployed episodes. And what's the scary new virus making the rounds?
Oh, man.
Ebola. It was Ebola.
It was Ebola, it turns out.
Yeah.
It was the legacy virus.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We'll have to either deal with that for a very long time in the comics or just throw Wolverine at it in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Either way, Pyro's dead. I'm not allowed to say that on a podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you to Joe Man, the spooky, scary skeleton.
Thank you.
Thank you to Lieutenant Frank Drebin, Police Squad.
Thank
you to Look Mime on a podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mackenzie Fuck Shuffling with Willem Dafoe's confusingly large dick. Chill.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mike the Lurker.
Thank you.
Thank you to Save Robert Brockway, Bulge Man Magazine's 2017 Bulge du Jour Award winner.
Thank you.
Thank you to Norm from Cheers.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you to Norm from Cheers' undying love for Ridley Scott's Kingdom of Heaven.
Thank you.
Director's cut.
Director's cut is a fine film. Thank you to Norm from Cheers' undying love for Ridley Scott's Kingdom of Heaven is a paradox of affection I'm not willing to unravel.
Thank you.
Thank you to Oh Shit, It's Candyman.
Thank you.
All
right. We got news stories, starting with the big one. They're making a new Mummy with Radio Silence directing, and Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are both. I think it might be confirmed by now, but they were like in talks at least.
They're both confirmed, I believe.
I do believe.
This was not news so much as an inevitability, right?
Yeah.
They needed to watch. They did the Mummy 3, and everybody.
Well,
was
they're
like,
in talks to star in a new Mummy sequel. Okay.
And
well,
you know
I think I saw a headline updating this since, so they might have been. I don't know.
All right.
All I ask is that they bring CGI Scorpion King from part 2 back to look exactly the same way as he did.
Bring everybody back. Bring Imhotep
in CGI
back.
2 Scorpion King.
I'm genuinely curious because I love this for Radio Silence. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, don't they do more grisly things? I guess this is them kind of like
you could make the Mummy grisly. Like so did Stephen Summers.
Yeah, and so I could see them bringing that horror edge in, but it might also be them being like, and we can do like adventure action, you know, like we can do some fun stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, you got a little bit of that in like Abigail, where it was sort of like more like horror adventure. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, look, the that's what the Mummy should be, right? It should be an adventure movie that has some themes of scary moments.
Yeah.
Like Like, but also like this is the least news I've ever heard.
It was again. We're more than due.
Yeah.
More than due.
Honestly, it's weird it's taken them this long to announce it.
I mean, you needed to have the Brendan Fraser renaissance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
I
know,
would have
so-
expected this like a year ago.
Here's the other part too. Was this one of those things where they like were in talks a while ago and they're like, here's the deal, dude. Sorry, we got to do this to you, but we got to get you to be
Gotta
in
lose the weight.
George of the Jungle shape.
He's not getting George of the Jungle shape. But
I mean, no, but like, you know, it's one of those things where they're like, you know, they're probably like, you know, we love every ounce of you and we're going to do this, but we also do need to make money off of this movie. And
well, he should be like, "Well, pay me."
well, I mean,
Be a
I'm
personal
assuming he's
trainer.
probably been like, I'm good.
Right. Like, well, that's the thing is like also, I don't think they do, to be honest, because I think he's also 50, and it's like they did this with the Mummy 3, and that was like 15 years ago, where they had
biggest
like here's
insult to Rachel Weisz.
oh yes, they shouldn't have made that.
there's
but
a lot
even
of
in that
insults
one,
in there.
Brendan Fraser was young in that. He's probably younger than I am now, and they still brought in a young guy to like pass the torch to in that one, and it was his son character.
Yep.
And it's like, it's that where it's like you don't need him to be running around jumping, like you don't need that shit. You didn't need it like for a while. You just I don't know.
Well, I do, but I don't need him to lose any weight to do that.
Exactly.
No,
I don't know what I need from this, to be honest.
But I understand what it is. Like that's what they do. It's what
Yeah.
It's it's
Hollywood.
old Hollywood thought processes. It's I'm guessing insurance. Like I'm guessing
Yes.
there's a lot of things behind the like. I'm not saying he can't be good in a thing
No, of course not.
if he's in the whale shape
I
or
get what
something
you're
like
saying.
that. You know,
They're-
which-
they were clearly probably saying that. Yeah.
but and it's also one of those things too where like that because you had the first, the second, and the third, right? And like the first movie's good. The second movie should have been the third movie, right? And then the second movie
Yes.
should have been them together getting into sexy adventures before they have the kid. And then the third movie that came out like 20 years ago or whatever should have come out now.
It's tough, man, because what I like, The Mummy is a iteration on Indiana Jones, which is an iteration on other things, where it's like what they should be doing is something else that's like in the style where they're like, we should make a new movie that's like The Mummy, that's an adventure that takes place, you know, during some era, like like that's what we really want is like the excitement of that.
Yeah.
Of a new adventure series.
The thing that's oh, sorry.
Oh, but like I like the people involved in this, so I'm like, listen, if we're gonna make another Mummy, this seems like the best combination.
If you can't
people.
get Stephen Sommers.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see Stephen Sommers write another one, see what kind of weird fucking idea he has in his head. I did not like
Yeah.
The Mummy Returns, but
I liked it. I like The Mummy Returns.
There's some legendary moments in it, like
I
Imhotep.
genuinely enjoyed that.
No.
Yeah. That's the thing.
I'll take a beat
genuinely
before you
enjoy
do
that
it.
so much
The
fun.
beat is no.
So good. It's so good. It's like something like Job from Arrested Development would do.
Yeah.
One of the things I
But, just real
truly-
quick, just
oh,
what
go ahead.
I was the thing I wanted to get at is watching the original Mummy movie a few years ago. I never really realized how much of a remake the Mummy is, like the Stephen Sommers Mummy is. It is a remake of the Universal original. Like
It is.
It's kind of close to it. Actually,
Yeah.
It's weird.
You know what they need? They need like Tom Cruise in this.
Yeah,
And
like
he
Russell
needs to be
Crowe.
like Batman. Yeah.
and weird eyes.
That we need that.
I one of the things I would like to continue though is the shared universe between the Mummy, G.I. Joe, and Transformers franchises.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's
I agree.
What's his name? The Brendan Fraser character that shows
Yeah,
up
he's in.
in the G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra is I
As an
believe
O'Connell.
canonically the grandson of Rick.
We needed more G.I. Joe. We really did.
It didn't land in the right hands quickly enough.
I'll
Yeah.
stand by that. I think Rise of the second one, right?
I don't know.
G.I.
man.
Joe
Retaliation is the
Retaliation.
sequel,
is
The John
probably
Chu
the
one,
best. I think
Yeah.
that's the best. One of the best adaptations of a toy franchise.
Yeah,
Between that and like Bumblebee,
the bar is low, baby. But
Yeah.
you're right.
Bumblebee's
Like-
pretty good, yeah.
it's pretty good, and that's the Crazy Rich Asians guy.
Yeah, it was
directing.
John
Yeah.
M. Chu, right?
Yeah,
Wicked.
and
He's wicked.
killed Channing Tatum as a favor to his friend, which is like so nice. Like,
Yeah.
Channing didn't want to be in those movies, so he asked John to kill him, and he's like, "Hell yeah,
Yeah, I'll kill the shit out of you.
I'll kill you
taters.
so hard."
But with
Yeah.
the obvious reshoots in the beginning. Once
Yeah.
once people liked Channing Tatum, like, oh, we like him and he's funny. Let's shoot some fun scenes with him and The Rock at the beginning.
Yeah. This next headline, I kind of tweaked what it actually is. I wrote that Paramount is going to reboot Star Trek movies, which is true. But what this is actually about is that Paramount is like, we're not doing any more of the J.J. Abrams ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4's dead. The Hemsworth,
Yeah.
Pine combo, the meeting of the Chris's movie that has been planned, or
I
had been
fear
planned, is just not happening, huh?
that they're going to do a TNG, like young, hip TNG or something, you know?
That was an idea. That was the initial idea for Star Trek 6. It was supposed to be this movie called Starfleet Academy, I think.
They're making a show, I think, called that now.
I did see that. And I think you can find the script online for the original movie that they were going to make, but it's like very young Sherlock Holmes. It's about like Kirk meeting Bones and Spock in the Academy and getting into some like Harry Potter bullshit adventure.
Ooh.
And then
Ooh.
Yoda and Chewbacca met.
I think they really need to just like I nothing against Strange New Worlds or Discovery, although I didn't care for Discovery
I
what
don't
I saw.
like Discovery at all.
Yeah, Strange New Worlds I hear is a little too gimmicky. Like I think they brought back a lot of the like TNG stuff. Like there's
a lot of
Q.
original series people in.
Yeah, no,
Strange New Worlds, too.
it is a straight up love letter to the original series.
Yeah, and so I do need to watch it.
And that one
but-
sounds like I would like it more.
You would very much like it, because it's the thing about the original series as well is like there are a lot of them. They're Twilight Zones.
Yeah.
It's Twilight Zone on a spaceship, right? That's exactly what the original series is. And like Strange New Worlds has a lot, like it has better threads that go longer, but it is Twilight Zones.
It sounds like they're learning the lesson, which for a while, like when J.J. Abrams took over the Star Treks, I definitely was like, what the fuck is this? Where it's like, oh, you clearly wanted to make a Star Wars, but like I feel like they're learning that lesson because they also made that Section 31 movie that was like a Guardians of the Galaxy about, if you don't know Section 31, they're like the CIA of Starfleet and they're bad.
Mhm.
And they tried to do like an anti-hero Guardians of the Galaxy.
William
and it bombed.
Sadler was the head of that,
Yes,
wasn't
he was, and he was not a good man. But it seems like Strange New Worlds. What I heard is them going like, "Oh, what if we were like Star Trek? What if we weren't like these
Star
other
Trek
things?"
show?
The thing about Star Trek that I actually really like, and it is really just that Star Trek, more than any other franchise that exists, isn't a thing. It is everything. And like you can do a Star Trek, you can do Lower Decks. And it doesn't harm Star Trek in any way.
For sure.
And is a
Yeah.
love letter. Strange New Worlds. But you can also do Star Trek Discovery, which is something that pushes people away, but it also brings a lot of people in. And I like a lot of Discovery. I like the idea of them sort of having, it's like Time Voyager, right? Like they're stranded at the wrong time.
Right.
But I find the core Star Trek franchise, right? Like the one that they rebooted with Abrams and that looks like they're going to do now. It's really just that jellyfish that keeps coming back to life, like the immortal jellyfish, where it's like it's going to continue existing, and the reboots never harm the Star Trek and the way they've mastered timelines and things. No reboot does or undoes anything.
For sure. It's more just that, like, I think I think it fell apart at Voyager personally, where I'm like, I think the original series into TNG and what TNG was versus the original series, and then what DS9 was versus the original series, was just like, those are, I think, very important and good TV shows. They were socially important at the time. They were like breaking barriers. And then it all kind of just, Voyager is fine, but it's like, oh, we're starting to, coincidentally, Roddenberry had died.
They're also pushing
now
the
you could have
Generations movies, which are all big action movies, pretty much.
Yeah, but they're all bad.
And it's like, it feels like, it's like, we need to add and not just say, like, remember this, remember that. And it's just like, I need someone to just take that mantle and go like, okay, here's the next big Star Trek, and it's going to be relevant, and it's going to push boundaries.
I would just love people to understand that science fiction does not equal lasers and laser swords and spaceships and pew pew and explosions. Like but
ticket sales.
There is science fiction. There's a whole world of science fiction that has nothing to do with any of that. And that's what Star Trek was for a very long time. And
sometimes it's people in a chorus.
And it's a bummer that it is just Kmart Star Wars to me. Like, it's a real bummer. So I hope they can continue to carve out at least a small space for the science fiction aspect of Star Trek.
One of the biggest damages to Star Trek is the loss of appointment viewing. Star Trek being as long-spanning, such a long-spanning fictional element, right? You had, during the TNG, Deep Space Nine, and even Voyager era, you had families watching it together where parents had grown up with it and are now continuing their enjoyment of the franchise with their children, right?
Yes.
So you had that. And Star Trek used to be appointment viewing, right? Syndicated or not, right? It was, you found out when it was airing and then you watched it. And since the streaming era has existed and we have sort of lost that aspect of it, and that television has shifted so like not even close to incrementally, it has gone through a quantum wormhole, so to speak. And I feel like that has harmed Star Trek more than anything else, that world. But I also love, if you look at what is being put out by Star Trek now, it's fascinating how all over no other franchise covers the wide range of genres within science fiction.
Right. I also don't think that necessarily hurts them, because DS9, for example, is like one of the first TV shows to have serialized stories where it's like, oh, you have to, like, they do, like, there's like, they'll have runners of like 5 to be continued. And then by the end of the series, they're not even bothering with that. They're like, listen, if you haven't watched the last episode, you're going to be confused. You got to watch these. And, or like, it's built for streaming because it's like, you can't miss them at a certain point. And so I do think Star Trek can be built for streaming, and you like, it, like the way Black Mirror is something that people watch on streaming, where it's like you can do Twilight Zone. Also, to your point, Tom, what's interesting about DS9 is there's a lot of pew pew, but what they do is they're like, so let's explore that. Let's talk about, I don't know, war crimes. Like they actually go like, okay, we're having a war, like DS9 is a war show, and they explore war the way Star Trek would explore war. So it's like, it's really like, for me, I'm like, I just need you guys to think about it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there's no like pew pews or anything in the original series.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like 9 times out of 10, you're not shooting or fighting a monster to overcome a challenge at the end.
Right.
Like you're not it's not building to a fight.
And if it is, it's about that, like the heady aspects of that.
Yeah, it's
like, again, it's like, I just need them to think about stuff. Like,
I have Star Wars. We have Star Wars.
Yeah.
I also think that Star Wars is one big pieces of Paramount's portfolio that they need to survive.
Yeah.
Like them and like the
Trek's going
Transformers franchise. Right? Because like Ninja Turtles ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
Like it's it's not as big as much as we love that. Like Star Trek, they needed J.J. Abrams to do those movies because they're like, hey, people don't know we're still a company.
Right.
Like, we need to get out there. And those movies, I enjoyed. I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed the first and third movies a lot. The second one just, I don't know, J.J. Abrams with sequels. But I think that those are good in that it's like all of the violence that you see happening in those movies are all things that they're dealing with that was thrust upon them and how they deal with that. And then it's a lot of the pew pew Star Wars-y shit. And I
think,
but
yeah. It also is that Star Wars or Star Trek in movies is hard in general, it feels like. My favorite Star Trek movie is Voyage Home, and let me tell you, that's not exploring anything in a philosophical way. It's just like the movies are kind of
very superficial way, you know.
Yeah, the movies are kind of like, well, let's have some fun.
Yeah, it's goofy, like they meet God in part 5.
Yeah, and it's just
front of the fucking Voyager, a culture that has built a society around the Voyager space.
Don't get me wrong.
The first one, and there's weird.
Yeah,
ideas.
they are still Star Trek episodes, but they're like, let's do one of our dumber, funner Star Trek episodes for this. It feels like, I don't know. I'm glad they're not continuing those. I think they
honestly, it's kind of
we're all
done.
set.
I would have liked 10 years since the last one.
I would have liked to see part 4 wrap it up.
Yeah, I just think nobody's enthusiastic for it.
I mean, they couldn't get, they couldn't get the actor, like Chris Hemsworth. Like, you got him when he wasn't doing shit.
Yeah, now it's like,
and now it's like you're like, oh, how are we going to make this movie? How much is it going to cost? Yeah. For Men in Black International money? No, not happening.
Fuck, I forgot that existed.
Men in Black International.
Oh,
there you go.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just Men in Black International is just hanging out with Altered next year. Wow. It's just movies that you forgot happened.
Movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit. When was that? 2019? 2020?
Nobody knows, Tom. Nobody knows.
It is impossible to say.
It is impossible to find out when that movie came out because it has always existed and yet it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It exists in all times and no times.
Yeah, it is the quantum Men in Black.
I mentioned his name, but I would have been bummed to watch another one of these Kelvin Star Trek movies without Anton Yelchin in it.
That is the other thing that you're kind of like, all right.
Like we kind of need to
that clinched it.
We can't
everybody pack it up, man.
What are we going to do? Recast him? Then what's the point?
I will say Black Panther 2 actually covered the loss very well.
I still haven't seen it. And nothing against, it's just I'm so kind of tired of Marvel, but I really respect a lot of what they were able to do with that because there was no world in where they were going to, Disney was going to cancel that movie.
No, it's not only was that an impossibility, but it's also they're like, not only have we already invested $130 million in the pre-production of this movie, but also a lot of jobs rely on
It's like a talk show and the host dies and it's like, well, what are we doing next tomorrow? And let's just stick someone in there. Like it was going to keep going. There was no choice.
If I recall, and I think I heard this, but this might be apocryphal, but like I'm pretty sure Chadwick Boseman said he wanted it to continue.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I do get that, like, again, it was like, well, we're doing this. Are we going to Wagons East this?
Yeah.
Like, no, let's fucking...
That's what I wanted to... That's what I meant when I said I respect what they did, is they didn't pretend he hadn't died by any stretch of the imagination.
It felt like they took a beat and they went, okay, we're making something different now. Yeah. Let's all stop and think about this.
Different.
They weren't going to... They weren't going to game of death him and put him in a motorcycle helmet the whole time.
Christ, They could have. They could have tried some shit. They could have recast him.
You're like, wait, is Chekhov fighting Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in this movie?
So, yeah. I don't know. Move on from Star Trek.
Let's think some more producers.
Let's do it.
That's quite literally what they're trying to do.
Yeah. All right. Big thank you to Numino Ultra Microscopic Silico Volcanoconiosis and to Disestablishmentarianism Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to Rev MD.
Thank you.
Thank you to Ricky Cilantro.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to Robert.
Thank you.
Thank you to Rosemary's Baby from Eraserhead.
Thank you.
Thank you to Screaming Horse Pyramid.
So many horses in that thing.
Thank you to Sorry Cop, world's most laughable centrist.
Thank you.
Thank you to Steven.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Construct Rituals by Ravishes of the Scourge. It's metal about Necromancer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to the conveniently placed self-destruct button on the top of every baby's head.
Thank
you to the Oatmeal Savage.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Thriller in Manila Schlong in Hong Kong.
Thank you.
Thank you to the To Be Terror Bunny. Thanks you for consuming Rutger Hauer.
Yes,
Toes
thank you.
first. Thank you to these 7 Bs.
Thank you.
Thank you to Tip Drizzle.
Thank you.
Thank you to Tux.
Tux.
Thank you to Vincent.
Thank you.
Thank you to Will Rhymes with Bill or Bill Rhymes with Will.
Thank you.
And thank you to your mom.
Thank you.
Dave.
Yo.
You jolly son of a bitch.
Yo, that's me.
Do you have a movie that deserves more hype before we get started on this fabulous weekend?
Yes, I do. I have one. This is a movie that I have been waiting for. I Google the trailer every week, and it just wouldn't come out.
Like checking the mailbox for your decoder ring.
It's been months.
This thing
and I've been
cost
hearing about
6
this.
proofs of purchase for him to get this trailer.
Yep, and this just fucking sprung up on me. This is Man Finds Tape. The trailer is out. Finally. This is coming out in 1 month, September 5th. It's coming out September 5th. The directors, I believe, haven't done much before it. What I knew about this movie was just that it was like, I kept seeing reviews of like, have you seen this? Like, it was doing festival circuits and it was just getting all these reviews of people like, oh my God, Man Finds Tape. It seems to be, it's a found footage film. It begins with a man finding a tape, and it's a tape of him as a kid sleeping, and then 2 men dressed in black walk into his room, place something in his mouth, and walk out, and he doesn't remember it. And it's about him, like, and his sister, who I think is like more of like more of a paranormal person, I believe, making like a
She's
documentary of like what happened. And it uncovers this big thing of like this town, and it's all these different, it's found footage in the sense that it's like, it's police camera, security footage. It's like people on their phone. It's a documentary. And so that sounds pretty standard, but all the reviews kind of say like, there's something else here. There's a meta aspect. One review compares it to an X-Files episode and says it has the tone of X-Files, and they say it's like a very specific X-Files episode. They don't know which, but I'm guessing, even though they say it's a post-Mulder episode, I think they're wrong. It sounds like it might be X-Cops.
Are you thinking that just because of the found footage, or?
Well, because they talk about it as being, one of the reviews says, viewers should be prepared to rebel and have doubt over what they see and the validity of the film's narrators. I think it's an unreliable narrator found footage film, meaning that you're watching it and then you start being like, wait, are they lying to me? Is the movie lying to me? And like, it seems like it's sort of talking about like, kind of like the paranoia around this town. And I also thought of the cockroach episode where it's like, okay, or is this a Pennywise? That's why I thought of X-Cops. Because I was like, is this an idea of this thing that like changes? But it's definitely seems like it's more of a meta found footage about like true crime, which isn't new either. But it again, this is getting like all these good reviews and people sort of talking about it is like, it's more than what it presents to be. And it's really playing with the genre. So that's Man Finds Tape. And the trailer looks fucking gnarly. Everybody's got holes on them. If you have that hole fear, do not watch this trailer. Yeah.
So I know you have your theory about the X-Files episode, but hear me out, because everyone's saying there's a twist and everything like that. It's more than it seems. Bigfoot with big titties.
Sure. I'll
Big
take it.
titties.
Yeah, like big old honking Bigfoot hooters.
That's what you call it. Big titties. Big
Big
hoots.
titties. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
That's what it is. Yeah. Man finds drawing of Bigfoot with huge tits.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're just
That is an X-Files episode.
Yeah. What do you guys think of this trailer?
Literally. I mean, it looks like what you just described. You know, like that's really the bet. Like, I think it looks really, really cool. I look forward to watching it on a Gamefully Unemployed movie night.
Sure. I mean, I'm going to watch this on my own first. I can't watch this with people talking over it. Tom, you looked hesitant.
No, I'm into this. I'm really into the trailer. I'm into the idea. This is a cool concept. Because I think a lot of found footage movies in horror movies in general, but it seems like found footage in particular tries to find some sort of hook in like an image,
right,
or like a concept. So like they very often go too far overboard. Like it's something that's very obvious, like a very big idea, or something that's very obviously sinister. And there's something so intensely sinister, but not supernaturally so, about two men in black coming into your room and putting something in your mouth and leaving, and you have no memory of it. Like the movie, you didn't need to tell me any more than that. Like just that beginning of a premise, and then like going into the idea of it being a mixed media collection of different people's accounts from the same town, of them all experiencing a version of a shared delusion, maybe, or something sort of like. There's so much you could do with this. It's just such an intriguing offer, and it's a really great a unique offer to me in the way that I was saying. Is it does a way that an offer that is like on its face very obviously sinister, but not like something so huge and overboard that it's. Do you know what I mean? Like it's much more grounded in how scary it is.
Tom, building off of what you're saying too, one of the things that I do really like about what I've seen from this trailer is that this movie it doesn't seem safe. Meaning it's not designed to exclusively protect all sensibility. Like it is clearly a very, like, it is a triggering event that we're seeing in this video, right? Like it is an event and they're like, because this kind of shit exists, and instead of hiding from that, it is sort of like addressing it head on. And I genuinely like the idea of art not being safe. I like art being enjoyed. I feel like art should be enjoyed, but I like the idea of it being like, this is a fucking ugly thing. Just the premise of it starts ugly.
Yeah. I also like it. This trailer has these simple. The first shot is a guy like in a dash cam lying down in front of the car and then just igniting on fire. And you're like, the fuck is that? Like,
this is cool.
Yeah. It's just, there's something like, again, a lot of weird little simple. I also want to note, the producers of this, not that producers matter. Don't get me wrong. But I'm like, producers are always like,
They can
come
from
a producer of Saw 3.
Yeah, but the producers of this is Benson and Moorhead, which is like, oh, fuck. And then also Robert Cargill, who is, he wrote The Sinisters. He wrote Doctor Strange. He works with Scott Derrickson. So it's the point is that it's a bunch of horror people and sci-fi people being like, yes, we all got together to make this. And I'm like, well, that's a good sign.
Benson and Moorhead specifically are super high concept.
Yeah.
So I'm in. Like, let's get hyped.
Let's do it.
Let's get hyped.
Woo! Let's go see
when
this
is out,
at an AMC theaters.
Out
December 5th in theaters. That's
time
a month.
for Christmas.
It's a month. Yeah.
That gives us time for the action figures to drop.
Sweet.
Exactly.
I want boy with all holes in his back.
Yeah.
And creature.
You squeeze them and like a bunch of like goobers come out. They're like,
the little. It's like the ball that you, the pink ball you squeeze,
stress
and
ball.
like little green things come out of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Well, anyway, I think that's
did it.
episode. I think we've done it.
Yeah.
Can we shout out my laptop for a second for
Jeff, you're
surviving?
still here.
You did it without evaporating, without transubstantiating. We appreciate
Congratulations.
Can you believe that? While I'm fighting bronchitis in this conversation.
Do you want to plug it in?
Well, I
Plug stuff?
did plug at the front, but patreon.com/Jeff May gets you a lot of really cool access to a lot of really cool things. So please go check that out. I do lots of podcasts, including Tom and Jeff Watch Batman on this very network.
True.
But also on my network, I do Jeff Has Cool Friends. I do Nerd with Dre Alvarez. Our current season is movies Dre should have seen by now.
Nice.
So we did Aliens last month.
Oh, wow.
We're doing.
You should have seen that by now.
He should have seen. We're doing Warrior this month.
Oh, wow.
Because they're also themed to the holiday.
Right.
And what's more thematic than fighting with your family?
It's true.
And then next month is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Another
Nice.
movie that Dre should have seen by now.
Should have seen it by now.
But I do Adam Todd Brown. You don't even like podcasts. See me live at Mint on Cards, second Friday of every month. Follow me on Instagram at Hey There Jeff Rowe 2 and follow my YouTube at Jeff Has Cool Cards.
Nice. And yeah, as you mentioned, Tom and Jeff Watch Batman's on this network. That's on our Patreon, patreon.com/gamefully unemployed. We also have Himboos, our brand new Supernatural podcast. Fox Mulder is a Maniac, our full X-Files series. Spiel Boys.
About to be a complete series, Spiel Boys.
About to
we only
be,
have
yeah.
one more of those left, yeah.
Damn. And then fucking Star Trek The Next Futurama. All available $5 a month. And then as mentioned, for a little more, for $10, you get all that and you get to watch movies with us every Friday night. We watch 2 movies on our Discord. We talk over it. We have fun. We're a family. You can sit and chat with us as well. It's good stuff.
You're going to sit and enjoy our time together. Enjoy our time together as a family.
Exactly.
You're going to spend time with us.
Yes.
And it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
We also have a store. Head over to gamefullyunemployed.com. You can find a link to our Teespring store. We have all kinds of cool original artwork and designs by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others. So check that out. Please rate and review our podcasts wherever you're listening. And check out our new show, Badical, Badical, wherever you are listening to this. And,
Yeah.
don't, if you find a weird tape with your name on it, maybe don't watch it.
Or watch it.
Or send it to us and we'll watch it.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
We'll watch it for you.
Send it to
it's like
us.
movies that deserve more hype. This VHS that Michael Vincent Bramley sent us. Let's take a look.
Yeah. Let's watch it.
This one doesn't have just a bloody thumbprint. Let's pop it.
Oh, I would watch the shit out of that.
There.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, listen, our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can find him on twitter.com as the Corlew or go to shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our channel artwork is produced by Michael Vincent Bramley. For more of his work, go to mvbramley.art. Our episode artwork is by Justin Brown, available on Twitter as Justin T. Brown or at artnessbyjustinbrown.com. And finally, additional artwork is by Starlene Hodge. You can find her work at starlenearts.com or on Twitter as StarleneX. Cool. Goodbye.